And I was like, whoa, okay. And he act like, I'm just saying, they downplayed what they did. Listen, if you are the pastor at a church and people want the respect of the pastor, your influence over the people is strong. So he also said, y'all ain't going nowhere after this but to a restaurant or something. Okay, yeah, that's what he said. I'm not making this up. So he's sitting here talking to you about your paper.
Yeah, what you could do.
Which is why masculinity is not in the church for real.
Never would have paid it.
Right. I mean, I'll be like, oh, so your door closed? So what that mean? I can't get out this motherfucker? But I'm just saying, that's why there ain't a lot of masculinity in the church. But what I'm saying to you is this. When you go on there and you say shut the doors, why you can't just say close the doors? It's the same thing. You meant the same thing. And okay, you act like it ain't literally like you locked in there. Okay, they want the respect of the pastor. So there are a large number of people. I ain't gonna even tell you what he told the people who was sitting upstairs. He basically told them, this the VIP, y'all gotta pay more.
Right.
That's what he said to the people.
He explained it. Yeah,
this VIP, y'all, I want 20 from these peons. Y'all got to ump 100.
That's crazy, dog.
The point I'm trying to make, why go on Ricky Smiley and make yourself look stupid and not say exactly what you doing? If you a preacher, why can't you stand on who you are?
You know that can be considered kidnapping, right? If you shut a door and you
Close the doors.
that could be considered kidnapping, especially given the circumstances of what you're demanding money.
Before they
Somebody,
What's up, man?
Somebody could
Nephew.
have pressed.
Let me
I
know if
mean,
you
I
hear
mean,
the
you know, I ain't
Look,
gonna
let
say.
me tell you
vocalization.
something, man. People do stuff like that.
'Cause I
Press
think my
charges
screen.
over stuff like that.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie. I hope that don't come to that. But what I'm saying is, I have always been influenced by Marvin Sapp's music.
He's a great musician. Yeah, great. Yeah.
But one day I saw something like this. This ain't the first time I've seen a video of
My
him doing this.
vocalization
Not
working.
that exactly same way,
Audio be tripping
but the
sometimes.
money hustle at church. This is another thing he said. The money don't go to him.
Yeah.
Homie, we don't do shit for free in this world. Shit we do comes with blessings. So don't say some money don't go to you, man. You in the church hustle, man. I'm a preacher. I give my show to the people. This is my church. I am here preaching to the people, and I give it to them. When they give donations, I love it. It helps me. It helps me. My main donations come from when I go out and speak. Some people say I'm a comedian. I love that too. But I am spreading the word as I am out there doing what I do. And that's why I get my main donations from the people when they donate to come see me. And I appreciate it. I don't have to pressure the people into coming up out of something. When they come up out of something, I love it. There's people who's giving in the super chat and all that. And I'm not finna be like, I'm not finna tell you what it costs yet. I mean, I'm planning on having my website cracking where I'm going to ask people for a $5 a month
dribble moves on time,
donation.
man. Five
Because
crazy, man.
I'm trying to
By the
be
time
my
it came
own
out,
producer of
ever
much higher content.
crazy, man.
I can go do the little skits that
No other
cost
game you could do this.
$20,
This is how
$30 to put together. I'm trying to be my own producer. So when I get my website going, I'm gonna ask for a $5 a month donation. And I think a lot of people who know me as I've worked in front of the people for years might be down to donate $5 a month. So I can keep this up and not coming up out of, the donations I get where I'm never really getting over the top. I'm honest enough to say that. All you preachers who act like you ain't in this getting money,
Supposed to how you handle.
stop. If we followed you for a month, somebody might slap the shit out you. Stop acting like you ain't getting paper for this. You doing this for paper. Now, some people might have God's message in mind too.
Can't dribble like this for the game.
I've actually seen
You
some.
can do
Right?
real, like,
You want to deliver
in your
the
mind
word
crossovers.
of God also.
Look at that. That's some real Kyrie right there.
Shouldn't do.
Right. Let me get this paper, but look at the nigga behind him. The nigga behind him look like an old enforcer.
That's real. Boy, boy, that's real movement
He
right
got
there.
to grab your money
That's-
fingers out right
I
there.
don't know what other basketball games
Behind
doing,
the
but
nigga, behind the nigga.
that's what you need.
The nigga behind the nigga looking like he looking at somebody's ass.
Behind nigga.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's a thick nigga.
While he got his weight, while he got
I
his
don't know if y'all
pop,
seeing what I'm
baby,
seeing, man, but look, man.
Ears got bigger when he heard the
You can do the
100.
Michael Jordan stutter step, the Allen Iverson, Kyrie Irving right there. Him Hardaway right there.
Supposed to beat up Will Smith.
You can do the James Harden step back, bro.
Boy Steezy said, I'm sorry.
James Harden step back right
He
there.
looked just like that thing in Men in Black too. You gotta find
Like, I don't know how the other
dudes
game
that
works,
was
man.
going to
Tell
beat
you.
up
They
Will
make a new
Smith-
basketball
Will
game for
Smith
years.
in Men in Black
Go on.
2, and
This is
he
how
had
you
on
need
a
it.
hat, I think. He was like a black
Steph
dude
Curry
with
right
like a
there.
old pimp hat.
Dalai Lama's there too. Look at the Dalai
all
Lama.
I know is that the Dalai Lama and the guy, the guy on the right, and the guy on the left, they must be related. They got the same ears.
That looked like the brother who passed who used to sing. Ooh,
Marvin Sapp looked like your boy he used to go hard on.
He was?
Sotomayor.
Why you bring? Oh, man, now he gonna be thinking we talking about. He gonna be like, oh, fuck them motherfuckers up there. Now he gonna think you fucking with him, man. That's wild. But anyway,
But you know that sweat on Marvin's chest.
I want these preachers to start being accountable for who they really are.
Hello.
Stop acting like you're all good with no hustle. Hustle is part of the game. Hustle is part of the game. You want to boss out in God's name. And when you act like you're not doing this to boss out in God's name, you really bring
Tight.
you really
Tight.
you bring shame to yourself. Tell the truth.
Is it fair to say, because I don't know about his, how would you say his
Oh,
typical everyday
Oh,
speaking voice, but it sounded like
okay.
some PR person got to him or something.
Oh,
'cause
Lord.
when he was
Oh,
speaking
here. Okay,
on
go.
the show, Ricky Smiley,
He sound like one of them funeral directors.
he was so
You
Oh,
know, have you ever talked to a funeral director?
MC
before they get
legendary,
your money?
boy. Oh,
Shouldn't have this. What about you?
speaking, so I'm sorry.
But how was he speaking at the church? Close the doors.
close that
What kind
door,
of
man.
watch is that?
I
Is that a
can
Rolling?
close that
That's
door.
a $40,000 watch.
That's where all the money going.
Man, did y'all find that character in Men in Black 2? Y'all finna make
Green card, man.
man,
I
cause
was
he,
getting
that
young.
dude right there with the ears,
Both
he
of them,
he
that
look,
guy got the ears too. I think they were like, oh
Look.
my God.
don't he look like him?
Let's see what you got, player, what you got.
dog looking thing. That man. You see what I'm
Funny.
saying? Can you see the resemblance?
Yeah, he do look like Corey.
KC ain't got nothing for me.
Get the fuck out
All he did is the hat
For
on.
me.
movie memory.
He looked just like him to me.
Man.
All I'm
Telling you,
saying-
man, if y'all ain't never played Live 05, you missing out, man.
Anyway,
Yeah, that was, I don't know.
Funny.
It's gonna be a 80, a 79 Coupe de Ville Cadillac pull up here tonight. They trying to
man, you telling me that ain't dude? That's the same person, man.
I cannot.
That's him.
Yeah, that's it. He up here off a Red Devil. Huh?
Right.
He moves. Just you ain't gotta wait on no animations. You ain't gotta
Two Red Devils.
do what you need to do.
So I wasn't by myself on that. That it did sound like he was, as a therapist would say, gaslighting
Mello will kill you, man.
on that show. I mean, he gave a lot of different excuses for reasons on why that happened. First of all, of course, he said if everybody, if you weren't really following the story, first thing out of his mouth was that this was a year, it was last year.
Yeah, it was last year, so
Last year.
that makes a difference.
But ain't that what Wolf's supposed to do to the sheep?
There you go. Okay. Yeah.
Craig, will you say it again? God
Damn.
damn.
Yep.
Yeah, man, ain't that what the wolf's supposed to do to the sheep? He hunting,
Oh, he
man.
made him
You
look
in there,
bad,
he hunting.
son.
These people are our food.
Yeah,
But
man.
what he did, though, the one thing he did give up was when he said that people are changing the narrative
He
and
playing on Hall of Fame.
putting this story out here about him.
Dribbles
Yes,
on
I
crazy.
admit my tone could have been different. That's what when he
Is
said
that
Dribbles
what
on
he
her
said?
crazy.
His tone.
Sure, he said his tone. He said, okay.
Yeah, I know. I
that's
remember
the one
that
thing,
part.
That's the one thing that he
It
didn't
wasn't
do.
your tone that was alarming. It's your cockiness amongst the people he was talking
Everybody
to.
know what
You
know.
can't demand
Fair.
nothing like that. You're supposed to have it like that with the people,
He owed
not
one.
closed doors.
He owed one of them niggas money behind him. That's why he good.
Well, it's the nigga with his pimp stripe suit on.
Yeah, that nigga's there collecting. He ain't
Is
no
his
member.
head wrinkled at the top, or is that hair?
Old. Oh, please
No,
don't
that's
tell
No,
he
me.
man.
ain't got no
Yeah.
hair.
I think it's light reflection, I hope.
Is that what it is?
I
Cold
hope
world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Somebody say it was closing the door. That's right. That's pimping, homie. Close that door, bitch. Who you talking to? You better get my money. Same thing. You think it's a difference between
Crazy.
what I just said versus what he did? It's not. It's
I think it all thing. Oh, and then he did say
Hey,
that it wasn't
sure.
his, didn't happen at his church.
oh, it didn't happen.
I
at
know
your
what people
church.
said
You at
about
other
505
churches
like
doing
they was
that?
saying.
He must have owed him
it's
some money.
their whole.
They didn't like it
get
because
down. It's
everybody
like
shoot.
a conglomerate of all the churches
Got a
together.
point.
Their
Handles on.
organization.
Stick
They
it on.
said what
Have
didn't
it.
happen at his physical church. So just so you know.
He was on the
No
road.
dribble move.
He was on the road hustling.
And wait,
That's
and
the promoter thing.
And they asked him to do
So they asked him to do the
that's
tithes.
what he said. They asked
On
him.
the
He
back
went up
post.
there because you
Yeah.
know what they do at it's over.
What? Chop it
You
up.
know how fuck
Oh, yeah.
them
They
cake
can't.
ass motherfuckers, get them soft ass motherfuckers. Give to the Lord. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying?
He
You
be in
ain't
the
got
deacon room doing the splits, counting the money and shit.
brother, what you did was called pimping, homie. That's pimping. Close the door. Give me mine. That's what you did. Close the door, give me mine. So, Anybody
By the
can
way.
make it sound like they want to make it sound. We saw it, and we recognize game like that, man.
You know what it be too, though? It's competition. I bet you them preachers be like, nigga, I bet you I get more out of them today than you. I got 30,000 out of them last week.
Well, you know, I know this for a fact.
Yeah.
I just don't like putting them all on blast because I'm a preacher. But I'm not finna try to tell nobody nothing about.
But Tracy
look,
Gray got on.
You can't. I've seen people with internet shows get mad at how much money people donate. Like, man, I'm doing this and you only giving me that and all like that. And I used to look. I used to be like, oh, this motherfucker think he deserves something more than what people. It's a donation. Are you charging for this show? Because if you charge for your show, I don't think people will watch your show.
Right.
You ask for donations to keep up the show. Well, I'm saying if you want to make some money, then charge for your show. If you that bad motherfucker, charge for it. And let's see how much you get.
Go outside with the blue screen.
You know what I'm saying?
Green screen.
Hey, man, look. I'm going to ask a $5 donation a month when I get my website cracking, and I really hope people
blue screen
will donate and give to the cause. Because I'm still going to do it anyway. Because it's the Lord's work.
Shut it off.
Y'all ever get a P2, man? Make
How
sure.
many people in the chat right now?
So crazy.
Oh, 5.
Close the doors. Close the doors.
Need $5 from everybody in the chat.
Right. Goddamn. We get $5 from everybody in the chat. That'll be all right.
Yeah, that's $40,000. God.
Show you get a going.
Man, look.
05, man. Live 05.
Well, if you weren't kind of turned off by any kind of attending a church, well,
What's wrong with his arm? Do he got
Make
that
sure.
shit? You see that little...
he got
cerebral palsy or something?
no.
Not. That way he could justify the $40,000.
Sure,
He
you
can't
know
grab
I got to get the unclaw surgery. I got to unclaw my hand.
Children now. Everybody that's putting all the bad stuff out there now, his children are getting death. He's receiving death threats, and his children.
Yeah,
Well,
must make
let's
sure.
talk about stuff with bad publicity. I want to change it up and go to bad publicity. In this world,
What's up,
people
nephew? Heard.
come at you all kind of ways with bad publicity. People threaten you and lie on you and do all kinds of things as they have been given the power of the internet. So what I'm saying to people who are like me, a Marvin Sapp, or anybody who has gained some fame on the internet or in the world, you better be standing on 10 toes, boy. Cause they coming for yours. They are coming for yours. They're mad you are getting it. This is what do.
block mode.
They slander you. They gossip.
Man.
They lie because they can't rest when they see you get it. It still amazes me. I'm Corey Holcomb, and there's so many people who are actually not sleeping because I got something to do. I got something to do this week. We them ones to in LA, thank God. I get to perform in LA. Then we go to Oakland the next day. Then next week I got something to do. Then the week after that I got something to do. Then the week after that, it don't stop. I'm out here doing things. But if you see the misinformation about me on the internet, sometimes I look at it, I say, wow, they coming for me. They want to, it's a rumor out there now that questions my talent.
Are you talking about they said people?
No, that's what it was saying. Because I want to make sure somebody else heard it.
Yeah, they said people was walking out their show. I was laughing like, well, fuck, they don't.
Let me tell you something. I ain't said this yet.
I didn't hear that.
When we did a show in Norfolk, Virginia, I don't work all the dates of the tour. So, my brother, Carlos closes it out a lot of times. Sometimes Carlos closes it out. Sometimes Duval closes it out. But on this particular day, I didn't work the night before.
Right.
So the brother Mike Epps, they going through the show. And he announced Carlos as the headliner because it was an honest mistake. I honestly believe it.
Sure, yeah.
Y'all headliner Carlos Miller. I was standing right by the promoter, and the promoter was like, no, Corey lands this time. So bottom line, after Carlos got off, people started walking out.
Right.
As they do on marathon shows a lot anyway. But I'm not making no excuses for me. If, let's say I suck, which is almost impossible in my opinion, but let's just say I suck. If you have a bad night, you have a bad night. But if I'm lying, I hope God strike me down right now. That's what happened. But I ain't went around saying that because I don't make excuses. Because let me tell you something. When you go last on a show like that, you're not going to get the crowd in their prime. But it don't matter when I get the crowd. I'm really that nigga who I say I am. I'm standing 10 toes down in this game, letting you know I am that nigga who I say I am. They had some girl on there saying he was very misogynistic. Listen, bitch, I'm worse than misogynistic. I'm honest.
A happy ending.
Right. I'm not no motherfucker who finna come up here and change up who
So you
I
always
am
gotta get
because a
that live
bitch
on
got
5 because
upset.
it's live on 5 when it's live on 5 and 5
Close
live.
the door.
Now that's gonna be the line.
Next time y'all try to leave, I would say close the door. But no, that's what happened for real.
Okay.
I swear that's what happened for real. And it ain't, I wouldn't lie on my name because I'm gonna rip too many shows. So, but let's just say for to make them people happy, somebody was doing that because I wasn't shit. Okay.
Saying D-Rose, man. D-Rose.
Shit almost every time I go on stage. I can't afford to lie about who I am. That's how I have the hardest part of comedy, the hardest part of singing, the hardest part of acting. You know what it's called? Staying power. If you can get 10 years out this game eating good, you beat the system. Homie, I've been going for a while. And you're not gonna be able to question my talent. It's some dude, it's a gossip page. It's called Homosexual Hype News. Homosexual Hype went on the internet with some regular clothes like he a regular man with a whole bunch of gossip, and he even claimed
See what they got for me,
some
Yanks.
people at this
Oh,
point, and
Yanks.
this would never happen if I was insured, they don't check the cameras. So it's illegal footage of the tour.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So what we do, I had the team go out and they put strikes against illegal footage on the tour. We do the best we can, but it ain't nothing either way, because it don't stop me. But Homosexual Hype went up there and was like, yeah, Corey tried to get a black man business shut down by telling them this, that, and the other. I thought you kept it real. You be talking about less hilarious. You be talking about Ashley Larry. And now you telling on me. Because I was like, man, you a gossip page. You're not real news. You're a gossip page. That girl who lied and said I punched her and all like that, he was the first one to break the story talking about Corey did this. You really slandered me in that interview, and I'm going to show you that better than telling you. I'm going to show you. Homosexual Hype, this is what I want to ask you. Because we always get away from the real issue. Oh, Corey ain't good. Corey ain't, okay. Homosexual Hype, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been penetrated by a man? That's what we really need to know, so we can know how to address you accordingly. Because if you haven't been penetrated by a man, I talk to you differently. But if I know you've been penetrated by a man, I gotta talk to you in a way where when I'm looking you in the eye, you understand ain't no penetration over here, nigga. Ain't no slurping over here, my nigga. So we want you to, just like you went on there and talk like you a regular dude, be honest. Tell America if you've been penetrated by a man. That's what we really want to know. Have you been penetrated by a man? Darlene asks, have never mind. Have you been penetrated by a man? Stand in front of that camera and answer that question. Because that's the main thing we really want to know.
You know, you're not asking the question thoroughly.
What do you say?
You're not asking the question thoroughly.
Well, how should I ask it, D? Because you making me laugh.
Have you been penetrated or have you penetrated?
Have you felt?
Well, I know he penetrated a man. I'm looking at him. That ain't no question. Homosexual hype done penetrated a man before. That's why he live out there. But I'm asking you.
But you had a ring.
I don't know why they want to come at me. You're not gonna win. Especially, this is why you don't like me. This is why you had these stories about me on your little moist page. And you have some moist comics on there. And I'm almost ready to say some names. I don't see them on there as much. Maybe you fell out with them. I think after you hit their ass enough, y'all just fall out and don't want to fuck around with each other no more. But stop playing with me, dude. Stop playing with me. You stand up there acting like I don't keep it real. He talk about Les. Everything I said about Les is true. She went on the internet like a whore with her child naked. She used to steal jokes. OG had to tell her you stealing jokes like she said, but it's way worse than that. She used to steal jokes and be like, if I want to do it, I'm going to do it. She'd have got sued. And on top of that, I didn't lie about nothing. When I said about Donnell Rollins being a mild comic, Donnell Rollins opens for people. It doesn't matter if he was Ashy Larry on something. He's an opening act on a tour. And the reason it's kind of shameful because he's been doing it longer than me probably. He's an opener. I don't lie on these people. But am I lying on you, homosexual hype? Have you been rotted out? That's what we want you to get up there like you was before.
I tell you, you didn't have to do your boy like that, man. That was wrong, man.
Oh, I shouldn't have my mouth open in front of him.
He got his dick on the computer screen.
Hey man, what's wrong with these people, man? I don't know why they come at me, man. I'm like, yo, I bother them. My success, it blows my mind how it bothers people, and people will go out of their way. There are, I call them podcasts of poverty. There's so many of them. I'll be like, wow, what did they say about me? Because like somebody would be like, Corey, look what this was said. I'll be like, what did they say? Wow. And some of it just be slanderous lies, man. So y'all got to understand, man, it's nothing I can do to make you happy. You don't like the fact that I know you have a fetish for naked niggas. You got a fetish for it. And I can't, why don't you just stand on it?
Or they got a crush on. Maybe everybody just got a crush on Corey.
I can see the bitches being mad. And when I say bitches and whores, I get, that's what I'm saying. Bitches and whores, I get it. I get it. Sometimes I say things that are kind of aggressive, but it's not personal towards you, sister. I'm not a comic who point people out in the crowd and mess with them. But there's a lot of people who feel a certain way about the stuff I say, where they feel like I'm talking exactly to them. Patrice O'Neal even talked about this. If you really that nigga in whatever you do, and you not catering to the crowd, sometimes you can rub people the wrong way, and I own that. I've rubbed people the wrong way. Even my fans that come to my show, sometimes I shake them up, but it's mainly girls who aborted a lot of their kids. That's the main one where they be like, oh.
If you're a Corey
Jordan,
fan,
man.
by
Rookie
now
Jordan, man.
you're
Jordan.
not familiarized with
What's that, G?
his get down something from. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be too shocked when you go to a Corey show if you already know what he's on.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes there are people who've never seen me perform.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
And if you're insecure or sensitive, I can rub you the wrong way. But this is what makes Corey Holcomb. See, when we went to New Orleans, that's a major hub. It's the streets mainly. It's mainly the streets. Now, I'm not saying it's not the streets at the other place, because the streets is in there, and everybody had a good time. That was at the show that was still there. You know what I'm saying? But I can't control what happens on the stage before I even get up there, and I will stand in front of the world and say a lot of it happened before I even got on stage. That's what happened. I just didn't say it until now, because I don't like making excuses. I'm the man. I am who I say I am, and time will show that. So if you find a way, because you know, Craig, if your enemies see you fall one day, oh my God, that's like the greatest day in the world for them. Look, everybody, he fell. Look, he on the ground. Look, everybody, come here. Yeah.
Oh, look,
That's
you do me when you get all excited and think I'm upset or mad.
no, dude, when you on the ground, niggas like it. But what I'm saying is, everybody, Corey Holcomb is not perfect, but Corey Holcomb stand on who he is. And anybody try to challenge me standing on who I am, you better make sure you standing 10 toes down. Don't hide from the fact that you have a fetish for men, homosexual hype. Don't hide that fact. Say that first. Say, I just got shit fucked down me by a nigga. But let's say,
Dang, boy, that was crazy right there.
Okay, well, we know who he is. Come on.
That's a new move. I'm telling you, NBA Live is the best, man. That's a new move.
He got fresh pickles. Them ain't pickles, them grapes.
He went through the other side.
That's wild. I didn't even hear about all that.
What?
About you, that whatever they were saying. I didn't hear about that.
A lot of people didn't hear it. I shouldn't even addressed it, but I just wanted to.
Of course, yeah.
I do it because I'm that guy. I know what the truth does to people. For example, let me give you an example of what the truth does to people. Our respectable sister, Felicia Rashad, is being called names.
Yeah, that's terrible. I'm like, what the hell?
By hookers. And you know where that crowd comes from? Because, like, she went on the Breakfast Club, and it was a lot of them girls talking crazy. You know where that crowd come from? Les.
Hipstrumentals.com.
Les brought them hookers, because motherfuckers don't give a fuck about respectability. They give a fuck about numbers. Les brought the whores and the Backdoria mob. Les brought a lot of them. So our sister, Felicia Rashad, went on the Breakfast Club talking about dressing respectfully in society. And she got a lot of negative responses from career-losing whores.
And she one of the baddest ever.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of your crushes.
That's
not
the top
Craig.
one
You
right
talk
there.
about
She
her
is
all the time.
incredible, yeah.
The sister didn't even say nothing. She wasn't talking crazy. But now, what's the word? A pickaninny? What is that?
Pickaninny.
Pickaninny? What is the definition of a pickaninny? I've heard it before. Pick me. Okay, way to go. What is a pick me? Do we have this definition?
Oh,
That's kind of.
They talking about a woman who basically
Them
had the world in her hands when she was in her prime. And I'm saying, like,
elderly woman. She's 70
Yeah,
in her late
yeah,
70s.
you calling somebody at her age a pick me? Like, what kind of person are you? What kind of person are you? She said, this one girl response was, why are we supposed to impress a man? And I just was like,
oh my God.
why are you supposed to impress a man? I mean, like, are you serious? Does anybody want to go at that? Darlene, let me ask you a question. If you're dealing with a guy, do you think you're supposed to impress him?
Well, you would like to, yeah, you'd want to. I want to be on my best. Sure. You want to keep him attracted. Yeah. I don't want to wake up, baby, you know what I'm saying? Be all schlepping around all day. Like, ugh. No. You want to be on top of everything. Hygiene, appearance, your clothing. And I did see I noticed that they gave her also flack because she was giving her take on what she believes men like. They didn't like that. They didn't like that. You know why? I think when people react like
How
that.
old is she? At least 70?
She's older than that. No.
Is she? Oh,
All these years of wisdom and they rejecting what she got to say opinion-wise on what men are looking for.
when people react that, I think that tough at somebody like that when they say stuff like that, that makes sense. Especially coming from somebody like her in her position, and success, is that they feel guilty. Like they don't want to own it instead of saying, hey, yeah,
76.
no, she's right. 76. She
She's
looks
70.
amazing.
Yeah.
She looks amazing.
So a 76-year-old sister on the Breakfast Club, speaking, not out of control, not blaming everybody in the world for nothing. She can't give you game on nothing without you knocking her down.
Yeah. Well, that's the world we're in right now.
I'm talking about she wasn't speaking with hate, but she got hateful responses from career loser women. And if you follow them, you'll see, oh, this is a career loser.
I gotta watch that interview.
Good one, Keith. Yes, Keith made it a good point.
What'd he say?
He said it intimidates them.
It intimidates them for real. It intimidates them for real. When you speak on respectability, that's what old girl was mad at me for. That's hilarious. She was naked on the internet with her son. And then everybody turned it into something else. He said something about her son. I said something about her. Her son was a little young boy, almost at, he couldn't have been no more than 5. He ain't had no choice in the matter. So what I'm gonna talk about a son? I said it can make your boy moist. I said something like that, and I stand on that.
You ever look at the women's etiquette rules? They got a list.
It's frozen.
Oh my God! You say they got women etiquette rules?
Yeah, etiquette,
Well,
like
they got
women's
etiquette
etiquette
rules for
is.
just
They used
about
to actually teach classes and shit on that. They got like rules.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
they used to show you how to make a dinner table and everything,
Oh,
a
yeah.
dinner setting and everything.
Well, they don't even do all
Yeah,
that
they
stuff in schools anymore, but they
JR
used to show you
JRB.
to have home ec, all
Yes.
things like that.
Call
So,
that, what's that old school class again called, Darlene?
home economics, home ec. They'd show you how to take care of a home, make things, sew, cook, and even, there was wood shop. I took all those things. I took shop,
10
wood
rules.
shop. I took everything.
It's 10 rules. I give you the top 3.
Somebody said black women think they are above correction.
Indeed.
Well, it ain't just black women, but it's disappointing when the sisters justify that type of behavior.
And you want to hear the top 3? There's 10. But
Give me the top 3.
This is one that women break all the time. This is the maintain good posture and poise.
Oh, that's interesting.
Bitches be having scoliosis like a motherfucker, man. They vitamin D be down.
Bitch ain't even gotta bend over to suck your dick. She automatically like this.
Them fake asses, they alignment be thrown out of whack and shit. Them bitches be having sciatica because of them asses. Number 2, use polite language and avoid vulgarity. Most of the time, women who have something to offer don't do a whole lot of cussing. And then here's number 3, dress appropriately for the occasion.
For the occasion.
Dog, you could be a whore and win an image award in America.
Yeah, that's real shit.
You could be a flat out whore and win an image award in America.
Yeah.
A NAACP image award. They will give it to a whore for the clout.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. I don't care who get mad. We speaking on it.
Yeah, hey, this one I see bitches break all the time. Practice good table manners and use appropriate cutlery. These bitches get to eating chicken wings, they elbows be on the table. You know what I'm saying? They
You
kick their
stupid.
shoes
Oh, all that
off.
stuff is out the door nowadays.
Yeah.
Boy, you go to a restaurant and witness some
They be using a little fork on the steak. It don't be the right fork.
These bitches don't even sweep their eyelashes up in the bathroom. I thought it was roaches on the floor in this bitch bathroom. I said, that's that bitch eyelashes she took off. God damn.
Yeah.
Or how about use the bathroom, and that goes with any. I mean, at a public place that's different, but in someone's home, if you were to use the bathroom and you notice that you flush the toilet and it's still some remnants in there.
Yeah.
There's stuff around. That's why people leave certain.
What if you count on the toilet to flush it all down, but it don't flush it all down?
So that's why you look around for things to, take care of it. But usually people, if you're in someone's home, they'll have the proper cleaning.
You post your shit in the bathtub. That's where the most water is.
Well, when you clean your ass, you be shit in the tub.
That's real shit, yeah.
If you clean your ass right, it's gonna be shit in the tub.
Jesus Christ.
You don't know nothing about that, do you, D?
Well, from you, sure, because you reach in. I mean, if it's on the outside, that's a different story.
Hey, you know they not even supposed to hug us. It say in the rules they're supposed to offer a firm handshake, make eye contact when meeting them. A hug is like over the
Oh, but then most men will trip too. Like, I saw you gazing in his eyes.
Right. Because, something's going to get the wrong impression if you body to body with them.
Well, most men are bitch raised. So they raised by a bitch and they gonna think like a bitch.
Right.
That should be a book. Think like a bitch.
She's still colder than most of these little chicks out here. That's a bad motherfucker.
I mean, like, first of all, to remain calm, knowing that them bitches in there can't stand you, is already a feat.
Right.
Like, can you imagine, like, if they got a chat room in there, what them little chat bitches was saying?
Yeah.
Little rats laying around, ain't did nothing, but motherfucking destroyed everything they came across.
Right.
Which is common.
I say something controversial. If she wasn't so pretty, if she was big, out of shape, and unattractive, that's right, Big Mama. That's right, Big Mama. Check them bitches. But since she a bad motherfucker, they gon' hate. She's beautiful. She's speaking the way she's supposed to speak. They just hating.
Somebody said Corey be filing paperwork. I do be filing paperwork. Cause I filed some paperwork out here in motherfucking the courthouse in motherfucking LA.
Yeah.
That motherfucking bitch who lied and said I punched her. He punched me. Get your lying ass out of here, man. Let me tell you something, man. We was in court, dog.
What happened with that?
This is the dumbest bitch in captivity.
Yeah.
This bitch lied every time she opened her mouth.
Really?
It was so funny when I saw. First of all, I want to say this about this. I don't even know if I should say this, but I'm gonna say it. The judge was able to keep a straight face all day long. And I was so impressed by that because it wasn't nothing but disgruntled bitches in the courthouse.
Oh, she had some witnesses?
It was a little bitty bitch. No, it was other cases.
Okay.
But it was a little bitty bitch. She was about 5'3", pregnant than a motherfucker, 7 months. Well, you know they walking forward. And that bitch went up there and told the judge a whole bunch of sucker shit. But this was the funniest shit. When she said, because I don't want to go back to prison. I'm pregnant and I don't do those drugs anymore.
Oh my God, no.
Hey man, but the judge kept a straight face. One of these ladies was over talking the judge, and the judge was just like, "Not disrespect the court. Do not disrespect the court." And the girl, it was like she almost wanted them to arrest her or kick her out.
Yeah.
Like she lost it because she had no self-control. And I just watched this shit and I was like, damn, people be caught up in this type of shit all the time. You have to really watch yourself when you're around crazy people. I'm not saying it ain't no crazy dudes, but I'm saying at court it's full of disgruntled, crazy bitches.
I do like, though, I am guilty of liking those shows. I do like the real court shows, not the, the actual ones where you're showing the camera. They're in, Dallas, that Judge Boyd, she's a beast.
Yeah,
but I love those shows. I'm sorry.
Well, if you ain't got nothing to do and you want to laugh, go sit in court. The only problem is when you laugh out loud, the bailiff be like,
yeah, keep it, yep.
Divorce court is funny too.
Divorce court? Oh, yeah, well, divorce court is normally a slaughter.
DNA court is the best.
Is it?
Oh
yeah,
my God, that is, oh.
That bitch showed one of my clips from 5150 in court.
Cannot. I can't believe that happened.
Remember we showed the picture of her with the forehead out?
Yeah.
That bitch,
Drop it.
The judge told her, is he threatening you or is he trying to get somebody to threaten you? Or whatever. She was like, no, I just want you to see it, because the whole court thing, she just kept doing like this on her phone, like she was doing something. The judge, what the fuck are you doing? When she played this clip, it was the one when I said she looked like Asian RoboCop, dead or alive, I'm frying your rice.
Right.
The court reporter was like,
oh man.
this bitch built my case for me. This is the dumbest bitch in captivity. This bitch and her little boyfriend, he's the head of security. The lawyer was like, so what do you do at the Improv? I wash tables. Why this motherfucker say?
He did not.
Hey, look, this motherfucker is a barback. And she talking about he the head of security. But them just, I can't tell all the lies because we gonna catch the bitch up. The bitch is pathetic.
Elisina said court is depressing.
Court is funny as fuck.
Yeah, when it's not happening to you.
Oh my God, during recess, them bitches be over there gathering thinking what they gonna say. But most of them aren't smart enough to lie. Now I'm gonna tell you something. If you a smart person, you might be able to manipulate the system. But all you dumb bitches going off emotion, you just make a fool out yourself. Cause soon as somebody asks you a question, you caught up. Cause they don't be thinking people got good questions to ask. So when he hit you, she said, he came and hit me at 30 miles per hour. What? Everybody was fucking like,
oh, I would have died.
What is this bitch talking about?
What?
Do you know what 30 miles per hour is, you dumb bitch?
What's that?
I can't run 30 miles per hour no more. Listen, I said no more. Like you know how fast you are if you run at 30 miles per hour.
That reminds me of that gigawatt story in the movie.
10,000 gigawatts. That was this bitch in court.
Oh my God.
This shit got the whole court on her phone. My lawyer, bitch, you ain't got no lawyer. The judge just got mad, like, bitch, ain't no lawyer on this motherfucker. It'll be what it's going to be. I didn't go to court to lie. I think I gained credibility with the judge when I told the judge that first day, hey, listen, Your Honor, somebody who works in the courthouse told me about this case. I wasn't served. I didn't know nothing about it. I showed up to defend my good name. It kind of like made the judge be like, so he just showed up. He's here. So let's go. And I wasn't afraid of nothing. I ain't got nothing to lie about. I'm going to tell you something. They also tell all you dumb motherfuckers who just try to put restraining orders on people, you can't get a restraining order over an incident that happened one time. It has to be a buildup of shit. So all you dumb motherfuckers who run to the courthouse when you get into it with a motherfucker and say you want a restraining order, it don't work like that. And I will tell you this, if you do have issues with somebody, stay away from them until court is done. And I'm not saying after court you go do something with them, but I'm saying just stay away from them if you can. Now, sometimes people have to work together, which is why she tried to lie and say she a comedian too, all them fake shows she be throwing online and shit. Girl, stop. Play this for the judge if you think it'll help you, because I don't lie. If I lie, I'll be caught up. Even like stuff like this, when you lying, people can play it and they can use it against your character and things. Right. So make sure when you talking, you ain't shooting yourself down. I ain't finna shoot myself down. I stand on everything I do. Yes, we have court filing paperwork. I got court in a couple of days against her boyfriend, because that motherfucker was talking crazy. So you have to do something about it, because they'll say you did something to them. Right. So what I'm saying is he actually ran up on me because he wants, listen, man, they want your lick. Right. They ain't doing nothing this year but washing tables at the Improv. They want your lick. They don't want they lick. And you have to remember that. Don't let nobody trick you out of your shit by saying, oh, I'm keeping it real. I ain't gonna do nothing about it. You try to ignore as much of this stuff as you can, but trust me, if somebody is out of pocket in this society of weenies, they get to act like they tough because there's video footage and recording all over America. Like back in the 70s, you used to handle your business and motherfucker got to figure it out. Unsolved mysteries, that's what they call that shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, there's a video camera everywhere, and they're going to play victim. So, all you people out there who know what's up, if you still live in these last days of America, understand, they watching you, dog. In LA, they don't even arrest you that quick no more. They just give you, and if you do get arrested, they give you tickets for crimes. Because they got it on video anyway. When you get to court, they gonna sort it out.
sit on you for a while.
Yeah.
When they come get you, they got you.
When they come get you, they got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they let it build up. They let it build up. They watching me right now. And you know what they gonna show? This motherfucker go to work and handle his business. This motherfucker ain't out there arguing with no motherfucking knucklehead ass bitch. But the knucklehead ass bitch will make it seem like somebody is trying to argue with her. Bitch, you didn't have $40 in your pocket. Your lipstick reaps CVS.
So stupid.
You a bum.
When people got enough going on in their life, they don't have time for no frivolous stuff.
I be trying to tell motherfuckers, homie, I ain't got time to go do all this. Fortunate for me, I got an internet show where I can air out grievances, and I don't need you. Listen, have you noticed I'm smart enough not to be calling people out by name? I don't speak your name. You ain't shit. You homosexual hype. You RoboCop. You less hilarious. I don't need your name in my mouth. I'm the one who, listen, let me say this about this show. It's a show called Club Shay Shay. Cat Williams has the most watched video from the Club Shay Shay interview. But hands down, my name is mentioned more on Club Shay Shay than any comic you ever know.
All the guests. Come on.
Everybody that get into it with you, he have them on there.
My name is mentioned on Club Shay Shay more than any other comedian.
But they don't.
Everybody ain't talking bad about me. My homie Bubba Dub, he asked him who one of his favorites. Corey Holcomb.
Yeah. But they don't understand the comedy culture. When they come from sports and other shit, you know, they they don't get paid for being original.
I'm so glad you said that.
So they
See,
don't,
that's what happened to dude.
Yeah.
See, he was a Hall of Fame football player. That's a certain audience. When he did Club Shay Shay, he got a whole nother audience. The type of audience that will notice you at the Lakers game with a moist man. You was able to hide under the radar for years as an NFL star going to the game with dude. But when you got on this side of the game, you can't hide because they looking for something to say about you, man. Take the game from a nigga you can't stand. They looking for something to say about you. The gossip pages, the bitter people that doesn't have an itinerary set for the year. Because people with an itinerary set for the year do not have time for the nonsense. Everybody who got an itinerary set, them motherfuckers ain't, them motherfuckers, they getting money. Or they chasing their dreams, or whatever they doing. People who ain't got an itinerary, they are gossiping on the internet and not telling people they've been penetrated. It ain't factual stuff. It's gossip. It's he say, hearsay. That's a gossip page, homie. Learn how to be a man. Even though I know some dudes who've been penetrated, but they still carry themselves like men, even though every once in a while they'll say something like, close the doors.
Oh, DJ Snoopy, you noticed that, huh? That's
What'd he say?
That story right now, when you brought this up, I thought he was going to bring that up about Shaq is offering money on Derb on Shannon.
Oh, yeah?
That's what's going on right now. It's like, I thought you were going to talk about all that.
Why, him and Shaq
With the Matt
No,
Barnes.
you gonna talk about that in your stuff?
I just caught it as I was walking out the door today. I'm going to look it up. I was looking
We
it up
could
right
talk
now,
about that, but I'm
brought
just...
it up. Yeah.
I want to make sure I get this in also, because it's a very important topic. Men who empower whores are bad for society. If we lived in a society that was working to be better, whores would not be empowered. A whore destroys a nation and its resources. That's what a whore does. A whore is not happy with herself or anybody else. That's why I said a woman with a BBL is autistic. That's why I said that. Whores are not happy with themselves or life. So they do things to destroy the production of life, starting with themselves and their children. They don't care about their children's growth. The man must be established as a villain over everything. Your daddy ain't. That is the theme of a whore. Your daddy ain't.
A whore got John the Baptist beheaded.
Who will you tell the story?
I don't know how you pronounce your name. Salome? How you say that? Salome? According to biblical accounts.
Solemn?
Solomon's?
Anglemoor?
Yeah. Solomon's dance led to the beheading of John the Baptist, and she had been depicted as a temptress in many artworks and literature works.
Well, you said a temptress. See, people
yeah.
need to really know what a temptress is.
Right. That's a female temptation. No, a temptress is...
That's a stripper from back in the day. During biblical times, they called them temptress.
That's a woman sent to trick you out your spot. Somebody sent her to trick you out your spot.
Somebody say, I'm a trick. I am a trick. But I tell you what, I don't empower whores like that. I make sure whores got enough money to have to ask me again.
That's hilarious. But when you say empower, I think they don't understand what you mean. Like giving them money, like large amounts of money.
I have been around men who actually will make a whore great in the eyes of the sheep. I'm talking about, one thing about me, I don't flaunt women around. I don't do that. Because, you know what I'm saying? I was married at one time, and it ain't the thing that I'm able to do. I'm not able to flaunt you around. Now, if I empower whores by passing them licks, I guess you could go there.
Yeah.
I pass hoes licks. I got a lot of motherfucking people who I fuck with who don't really come after me. Cause I pass licks. Now, my daughter mother, she came after me. Maybe a handful have come after me, but I'm kind of like good to whores, but I'm not holding them up in the air in society. So if there is a hypocrisy in there, I can take it. But I'm not one who is finna motherfucking make a whore great. I will help a whore survive.
Yes,
Make a whore great again.
Make a whore great. I have helped whores survive. A lot of bitches, and they got on their feet later on. They told me, I don't know what I would have did without you. But I'm talking about guys who will say, damn, I want to say this so bad, but it'll be too motherfucking, how can I say this? I know a guy who basically held Kim Kardashian in high regard. And it blew my mind. How can you hold Kim Kardashian in high regard when we have witnessed her sexual with at least 10 brothers? Not the shit you do when the door closed.
Right.
We witnessed one through a sex tape.
Right.
So how can this person be somebody you hold up in the air, even though, let's say, how long ago was the tape with the brother Ray J?
20 years.
Probably about, yeah.
Has it been 20 years?
I would
20,
think so.
20. maybe.
Okay, so let's give her a pass from now. Let's give her a pass from now. Maybe she's older and she...
I mean, look, she...
I mean, it did bring that family all the success. I would like to believe
Yeah, her mother pimped her.
that said
Pimped
it
her
all.
and her sisters.
But let me tell you the real underlying reason why you shouldn't empower a whore, because she's only empowered other women.
You what?
Kim Kardashian being empowered with money, she's only empowered other women. So everything is out of balance.
I understand what you're saying, but you're saying Kim Kardashian uses her fame, wealth, and influence to empower women and not men?
Right, and I don't mean like through an uplifting message. I mean through like actual, like money. Economics is power. You can move mountains with money. You know what I'm saying? You could do all types of incredible things with money, but she doesn't empower. She hasn't empowered a man. She only empowers other women. And I think
Didn't she get off a couple of people on that court thing that she was doing? I forget the name of it.
I mean,
thought that's what she did. She was trying to be that lawyer about. But I think that she...
Publicity stunts.
Yeah.
But I'm not here to knock what she do. All I know is niggas be in that ass.
right.
Kit Kat says we love her.
She's fucked a lot of men.
Right.
Brothers too.
Yeah.
Lot of them. I ain't even yelling out all the names, because some you'll be like, oh yeah, I had forgot about that. I'm talking about this girl has publicly set herself out in our community. And if you hold her up in the air without work being put in to avoid, to not be that,
Right.
it's kind of like you stopping. Look, on 300. Do you remember that movie 300? When old girl came in there, the first thing old boy said was like, she tried to let me sleep with her. Even though we all know he slept with her for her to have her chance to speak in front of the men.
Right.
He was like, I run that chamber. If you want to talk to them, you know what you got to do. And she was like, what? He was like, I think you know. And she had to give him pussy. And he said, this will not be over quickly. You will not like it. I'm not your king. Because, you know, her husband was at war.
Wait, is this the scene on the boat?
This is on 300.
Oh,
The 300 one you talking about on the boats, that's
Okay.
the second one. The first one, old boy wanted some pussy for her to get a chance to talk to the council. And she was like, I gotta get this motherfucker some pussy. And he said some cold shit. This will not be over quickly.
In other words,
You will not like it, for I'm not your king. He let her know, bitch, this about me. I'm that motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie, shit. But I wouldn't take no pussy to let her talk to my nigga. You can't talk to my nigga. You can talk to the cashier at Burlington Coat Factory.
how did Craig say? What was that again? The one number what? She's supposed to just shake his hand and look him sternly in the eye.
Yeah.
I don't. But look, on this stuff, do you think in this society, pay for sex? We already know it's not respectable.
To pay for sex.
I'm saying on either party.
Right.
But do you think it's necessary to navigate in this America? Sex for pay? Do you really think you're about to find
Man, that layup was crazy.
a husband being who you are? Do you think you're about
He
to
backhand
find
that
a
hoe,
wife
boy.
being who you are? Is very difficult
He
to
backhand.
find a true companion.
Steady on live or five, you learn a new move every
I'm
day.
not saying this for everybody, because some
That's
people,
crazy.
first of all, this is a fact. Don't ever say what you won't do if you ain't had the money to do it. Because when you
That's
get money,
insane,
you
bro.
lose respect for money. And to make a bitch shut up, you will give her that little shit that ain't nothing to you. To make a bitch shut up, if you got millions of
You
dollars,
got animations
and
on this
bitch
game
will
that's
shut the
undiscovered,
fuck up
man.
for 300, you gonna get that bitch 300 quick than a motherfucker.
That's how some lawsuits get settled.
That's how some lawsuits get settled. Good point, D. If you got money, you do things differently than people who don't have money. So if you have money, pay for play is something that so many settle for just so they can have peace of mind in front of the person. You don't have peace of mind internally because you know you selling yourself out. If you paying somebody to be with you sexually, paying somebody to be with you in anything involving the heart. But if you have money and you are are not worried about the amount of money this person is asking for, I'm talking about this is only for people who've had this kind of money where you can really understand you're not tripping off giving her trinkets to get what you want. Now, I wonder you can't talk to everybody because everybody ain't got money.
Right.
But I'm saying, paying for sex is not nothing that is respectable. Paying for companionship is not respectable. But to get through this cold ass life, if you had some money, you are paid for the obedience of a broad. I'm saying that about most men.
Why isn't it respectable?
It's not respectable because while you're young, you're supposed to put in the work with a female where later in life, you guys have each other back through this lifetime.
Okay.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're not taught that because most men are bitch raised. And you raised like a broad. So you think like a broad and you learn trial by error about dealing with a woman. But while you're young, you are supposed to try and put in work with a worthy woman. The type of woman Felicia Rashad was talking about.
Right.
Not a bitch to say, I'm supposed to impress him. That she useless. She is for sex. And fighting other bitches you don't like. I'm saying, if you got paper and you live in America and you've had your heart broke time after time, you are not finna keep playing this I love you game. You're gonna pay for the services of a woman. Trust me. In fact, I got women I pay for their services and they try to declare me as their man. And I be like, are you sure you want to say that? Because you playing yourself. I'm not your man. I am good to you. I help you tie the loose ends. Because if I'm fucking you and I got it, I'm going to help you tie the loose ends just so you have some peace of mind around me. But I'm not your man. I'm not him. See, I demand a lot from a woman. So, if a woman is calling me her man, and I say, you damn right, that means that is not an average bitch. That is an outstanding woman right there. If I'm gonna allow her to say, I'm her man, I don't, a bitch. Look, baby, you need me. I know you wanna say, fuck me, die, motherfucker, but you can't afford to do it.
Oh my God.
Your finances will not allow you to speak to the heart, speak from the heart with me. I am a blessing from God for right now. When you get on your feet, you should probably go and chase something that will look at you like you want to be looked at. I look at you how you are. I should not have my dick in your mouth for an hour with the trinkets I offer. But your situation is precarious. So I am here. Enjoy the help. Enjoy the help. What is the problem with speaking like this? What about when bitches see you out with other bitches?
Man.
When bitches see you out with other bitches, they know they not your man, but they still want to be seen.
Yeah, that's one right.
And they act like it ain't nothing.
Right.
No, bitch. You wanted to be seen. If I see you out with a dude, do you think I'm gonna go over there, hey girl, how you doing? That's bitch shit.
Right.
If I see you out with a dude, if I follow y'all, it's for my own amusement.
Oh, here we go.
It's not because I'm gonna bust you out. And I like to follow motherfuckers to see how you are treated and what you settle for. When I saw this girl I was fucking with at the airport, I ain't gonna lie, I just followed them inside the terminal. I was so happy to see them get on Spirit Airlines together. It just made my fucking day. I was like, they got the lowest priced airline in the airport. And they together. And she didn't look happy.
Oh, well, see, that's a difference. I was gonna say, well, what does that mean?
She didn't look happy. It was during COVID times. That means they got a flight for $80 to the Dominican Republic. Because in COVID, them flights was cheap. You could buy them flights with cans you collected. But I'm saying, like, yo, don't run up on me when you see me out on somebody else's time. Like, we really need to talk about this. If I'm one of your friends with benefits and you see me out with a woman, you are not supposed to run up on me and speak. That's a sign of disrespect. This is her time right now. I'll call you when you pop back up in the rotation. My people that I'm with today shouldn't have to wait for me to say hello to you. Well, why you don't introduce me to her? You not worth that. I got bitches for that. You are kept down low where you're supposed to be. You gotta earn your way up to being held up by Corey. This is not a diss. You gotta earn your way for me to be like, hey everybody, this is so-and-so. This is a woman of substance in my life. Why can't you earn that? Why you want me to just declare that to make you happy? Boy, if I told you the shit that you go through as a real boss-ass player, these bitches come with nothing and want everything.
This is true.
I'm going to tell you who you are to me. I'm going to be honest. and everybody around me is treated with respect and fairness. You're not guessing. You're not walking around here thinking me and Corey against the world. That's not happening. I've tried that before. Every time I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough. After a while, we started to realize, I just bought pussy from home. Matter of fact, I take hold. I purchase companionship from females. I don't hold them up in the air until I'm at home in the big
That's come on. Everybody ain't capable.
Charlie, what if I told you I've tried to make women happy and I haven't been able to make them happy?
But what? By what? Tried to make them happy. What is it that you did?
What are you talking about? I'm saying like in my lifetime, I've committed to a couple of women. I wasn't good enough. So at my age, do you really think I'm auditioning to be somebody man when I know I'm not gonna change?
Exactly. And I think that competing for it, but at this point,
Chat room closed.
by what we've heard from this man, and you're expecting anything otherwise, something wrong.
Somebody said my relationship lasts about 45 minutes.
That's actually quite long.
Hey man, listen to what I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm too old to be auditioning for what you want me to be. I know I'm not gonna do it. But a woman who is respectable is held in high regard with me. A respectable woman gets all the information she needs and all the help she needs from me. A respectable woman. Now, if I am not going now my way for you, and I'm fucking you, something is really wrong. Something is wrong. He don't help you, and he fuck you.
right.
Oh, you a piece of shit bitch.
That's called an unpaid.
Whatever you want to call her. But I'm just saying. Somebody say ain't no guilt in love.
Shit, I mean, not real love, but
There you go.
yeah, not
Right.
real. Real love is acceptance. If I always gotta change to make you happy, or
Somebody say Corey just been hurt. You goddamn right, I've been hurt. God damn it, let it be known I still love my wife, but I'm not meant to be programmed into nothing but this motherfucker right here. This is who the fuck I am. I'm not trying to switch this motherfucker up. I will compromise some things for the sake of companionship. I will compromise some things, but I'm not.
Now we're curious.
You said, what are the things?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have all 80 y'all at the house at the same time. Cause I can't keep up. Y'all might plot against me.
Might. Shit.
Craig said Mike. Yeah, man. It's
He'll be better organized.
It's a cold world. Like, having the courage to say who you are and what you are and what you're not going to do is actually a strength. I mean, like, there's so many people who still want to blame everybody else for what happened to them. I'm not blaming anybody. I understand that I actually like me. I like this guy that I am. I know how kind I am. I know what I've done to help people. And little sneaky bitches, their dirt is never advertised.
No.
It's like they act like the man is the motherfucker out here doing the dirt. The man, look, the only thing I've ever done is there was a time when I didn't have the courage to tell bitches about the other bitches. Now, I don't give details about other bitches, but I am standing here before you as the light from God shines down and telling you, goddammit, I have done that shit that they told you to do. Everybody think you supposed to be like the Huxtable, but we see who Bill Cosby was. Bill Cosby was off the motherfucking chain. That was a TV show.
Yeah, that was a TV show. Look at that.
Man, listen, man. Hey, what's wrong? Look. Watch this. Now, there's some shit that's really going too far, but I'm going to say it. You use women for different things, but you don't not give.
You sounded like Bill Cosby when you said that.
Did I?
Yeah, you
The
kind of.
pudding. He's selling the pudding.
You use. Yeah,
You use women for different things, but you don't not give. You take care of the people that take care of you and tell them it's not realistic for me to be something that you want to grab and cuff and say, nobody else can have you, Corey. That's just not realistic. I use you. What if you, okay.
Man, that's.
You got a girl who work at the bank.
Right.
You got a girl that's a lawyer. You got a girl that's good at massages. You got a girl that can cook real good. and you got a girl that's just a good listener.
Right.
You think I'm finna get rid of these people because you like me? Are you out of your mind?
That's crazy.
I'm supposed to tell the whole squad, go ahead on Bernice from over here in the Crenshaw district want me all to herself. That's not realistic thinking. That's insane.
And some, though, if you're being real, like you said, realistic, a lot of other folks would say that that's not being realistic, and that they found someone that is pretty close to all those characters he just mentioned in one.
Right.
Wait, did you say somebody said they found somebody who's close to all them characters?
A lot of people will say that.
Where is this unicorn at?
That's what somebody is saying about you, that works. They don't see that working for them is all I'm saying.
Who said that?
I'm saying a lot of people would say that.
Oh, so that's what you said.
Sure, that's
I thought you were talking about somebody from the chat.
I wouldn't want
Darlene, you're looking for...
No, I'm not looking. That's the whole thing.
Did you give up?
What do you mean, no? Just having fun. What are you talking about? I'm not looking. So that's why when you get down, like when you get down, people get frustrated, is because they're looking for a certain thing and they get frustrated because they're not finding it. But if you just don't, I'll just live. I'm just going to live and stay busy.
About that.
I know. Well, see, everybody's different strokes for different folks. I'm out here just having a good time, just doing me, And
somebody say Figueroa.
Chips fall where they may.
Yeah, that's where
Well, Neo has it where they all kick it together. Now, that's a problem with me. Now, I could see two people kicking it, but I can't have four bitches around me at the same time. I know somebody up there.
Neo got all sixes, though. It look like 3-6 Mafia.
You stupid.
Yeah. You gonna have more.
But you know how many men are actually looking at that and admiring that or being...
Yeah, but if you can have...
Yeah, a lot of men are doing that because this way of living we were taught is for the birds. Where you supposed to grab one girl, wind up in court, get robbed and everything. Nah. Ain't nobody doing that no more. Not wise men. Wise men understand the temperature of the environment, and they be like, yo, I'm not finna work. You go to school, you get a degree, you get a job, and you earn a salary, and you in court because you was in love with a bitch for a couple of years. Get the fuck out of here with that sucker shit.
How you have bitches but not have bitches? I'm really disappointed in Neo, man.
You stupid.
Yeah, I mean, he got too many Grammys to be dating.
Grandma.
But that's your take. How do you
Philip
not
face,
know that well, obviously he is looking at them and thinking, wow, he got the cream of the crop.
I mean, that ain't
It looks like it.
It don't match his
What if you
music.
need to send a bad bitches in the bank to distract the guard? Which one of them he gonna send?
All them bitches got guard cars. They work security.
All them bitches, when they walk in the bank, they gonna be like, let's see some ID.
That's not all of them.
You got me talking about Neo again. I like
I
Neo.
love Neo too, but I'm just saying he's not.
We joking, Neo.
He knows that.
We playing with you.
He got all bitches that look like boosters. He got the booster bar.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Neo, man. I just would have never thought he would be there. You know what I mean? I would have thought Usher or somebody, Neo, you know.
Why? What?
He supposed to be dating the House of Darion model.
I don't know who that
Why?
is.
That's Beyonce Mama's Dwelling Line.
Oh, so stupid.
Hey, as long as he having fun, though, we joking with you. We joking with you, Neo. Don't think we got hate for you.
Yeah, nah.
But goddamn, police petting them bitches down everywhere y'all go.
And that other bitch.
I mean, one of them is straight like this.
Which one you like the most, Craig?
The one in the middle.
The one in the middle?
Now that I see him,
The one with the red dress?
yeah, that's the, yeah.
But that's all makeup, goddamn. Which one looked like the lady who came up to me in court? No, that bitch in the red. I mean, like, she got on a lot of makeup and shit. Like, cause I looked through makeup. The one right there with the black dress on, goddamn.
Like a mongoloid.
Right, that motherfucker looked like she been practicing a flute for 30 years. Her mouth is going outward.
Like a Vietnamese drug dealer, man. She's
The one with the sequence looking dress on, I bet she got a list. She looked like she'll say, "What's up? What you feel do?"
Hell yeah. The top of her neck be wet every time she talks.
You stupid, man. Leo, these are jokes.
We playing, dog. I'm hating. I'm really hating. I'm jealous.
See, some guys are jealous of that.
Like, if you got them all together, that's another level of the game. Like, you can have two of them together. Like, you can train two of them to get along.
Right.
But you're not gonna tell me you done trained 4 bitches to all be together. That's sucker
impressed,
shit.
even if the
Them
two
bitches
still
are
a woman
from,
at the end of the day. You're gonna have some drama.
what's that real poor country?
Haiti.
Haiti, right?
Yeah, it's just some Haiti shit.
Them bitches ain't used to shit. Them bitches being red lobster. We pay after we eat. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm just saying, dog.
Yeah, funny.
Anyway, Darlene, I see the time flying.
I know, it's already 10.
We're
so
gonna
I
get
wanna
to
take
these
it.
loose
Yeah.
talk about bullshit.
Thank you so much. I wasn't prepared. I didn't have it open. Hold on a second. Oh, well, we already talked about the Marvin Sapp stuff, so I'm glad we got
Somebody
that.
say them women dimes in Arkansas.
Arkansinians.
You wanna go fishing?
Off the buffet faces. You pay after me. The dude from somebody hit me like, you better watch
Somebody
this
said
shit like
Haitians
you
in
said.
here mad now.
Okay, well, first off, I just wanted to bring up the Erica Badu thing. I don't know what you guys think about that.
What happened?
On the Billboard,
Yeah, are you talking about the outfit the sister wore?
yes, the exaggerated, as people are calling it, because she didn't give it a name, but the so-called exaggerated BBL type suit at the Billboard Women in Music Awards. so everybody's making a big stink about that. And she did do a I don't know what you would call it. I guess it's some.
This is what I got to say about it.
Oh, go ahead.
I ain't seen it.
I know bitches built like that for real. I'm talking about the bottom of their leg is so big. I done told them bitches, put your legs together, I want to fuck your calf.
Wait.
Oh,
Big mushy calf having bitches.
Oh, you didn't see the suit?
Oh, I saw the suit.
No, Craig said he didn't see
Craig ain't seen it? She had on something that's like...
It's like exaggerated, super exaggerated.
Right.
With the legs and the
I done fuck bitches built like that for real. And it's... One of them got some fire-ass pussy, too. I be buying this bitch rooms and leaving her in the room.
And then she turned around and was like shaking it. It was pretty
Craig.
funny.
What? You think I ain't fucked a bitch built like that? Craig, let me tell you something. I ain't always got to fuck to be happy. Sometimes I fuck just to get sleepy.
Don't play anything.
Everybody who fuck just to be happy is always disappointed. Some of these bitches, as soon as they show up in the room, I'll be like, bitch, this is gonna help me go to sleep, goddammit.
And then when she turned around, you move and it was pretty kind of oddly realistic, but anyway. She was mocking all those getting, stuff like that.
funny.
I thought it was pretty funny, so some people were upset about it. Why? I don't know. I mean,
Well, whenever you take chances and do something different, motherfuckers gonna come at you.
Sure, and she's good at that. I kind of like that about her. She's
You
good
hit
at
a
it.
chick with ankles like that?
Now look, if I tell you to meet me somewhere and we out, will you not laugh? That's all I got to say, Craig. Don't laugh. I want to show it to you.
Just laugh. You gotta do that very same laugh.
Sometimes she wears shorts so her legs can air out.
Oh, man.
But just don't laugh when you see her, Craig.
It's gonna be funny, man.
Just meet up with me. I want you to see it so you could be like, this nigga would stop bullshit.
Yeah, that's
Now I know that you pay for some extravagant wear.
I have her lay on her stomach and I lay on her calves. It's softer than the pillow.
Oh my God, I thought we were past that one. TMI, buddy, TMI. Anyway, I don't know if you'd pay money for something like this. It sounds like they're not going to make any more pairs, but they finally showed what the Air Jordan 11s called the Purple Rains look like. They were specifically made for Prince. It was only one pair that was produced, and it was meant to give to Prince, but due to the tragedy, right before it, he was never given them. They never presented them to him. So, I forgot to send you guys a picture. I'm sorry. Anyway, right now they're currently going for $100K.
Somebody said I'm eating French fries out my pocket.
I don't think Corey.
Y'all some stupid motherfuckers.
That is funny.
Y'all some stupid motherfuckers.
Anyway, they are beautiful. They are beautiful. Look. I forgot to send.
I fucking love those shit.
But they only made one pair, and it doesn't say that they're gonna. They should produce.
You know what happened when you put them on, right? They go, hee, hee.
No, that's Mike.
Oh, yeah, that's mine.
Oh.
What would it say with Prince? It'd be like, oh,
There you go. Good one, Corey. Anyway, so yeah, they are fire though. They showed them. Anyway,
fingernail polish in the front of them.
Kids shoes.
Of course, everybody's seeing the news right now that it was announced that Val Kilmer just passed away. A few years ago, he did have throat cancer, which he beat. And I listened to his Audible book, and it was excellent recently. It's his most current one. It was his memoir, and it was so great. I already loved Cher, but now I really have respect for her because, you know, she was one of his old girlfriends. And although she was, you know, even though she's moved on and she took him in and was taking care of him for many years.
I heard she used to trick off.
Stop.
Real talk. Cher took care of a lot of motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, she's done that. But I'm saying with him in his case, when he was sick, he didn't have anywhere to go, whatever, he lost a few things, she took him in, so I love that about her. But anyway, rest in peace, Val Kilmer. He did a lot of movies.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize he was born in 59. He's older than I thought. Wow.
So that means he's how old?
There you
65.
go. Matter of fact, this month,
Motherfuckers be talking shit, dog, and this day and time, you get 65 years about this bitch, especially with all the shit they done put up in you. And I ain't just talking about the you dig. I'm talking about all the shit we eating. Fries. You get 65 about this motherfucker, you beat the game.